If you dream of steady blog traffic without the hustle or burnout, Pinterest is your secret weapon. And today I'll show you exactly how to use it. Whether you're starting from zero or trying to revive an old blog, this step-by-step process will help your content work for you quietly in the background while you live your life. This is the exact system I use for my own blog and also with my clients. It's simple, sustainable, and it fits real life. So let's get started. So first, you are going to need a Pinterest business account. So this unlocks analytics so you can actually see what's working. You'll also have access to Pinterest ads. So to create a business account, head over to Pinterest.com. And if you don't have an account yet, click on sign up. And then you can scroll down to the bottom because this is just going to create a regular Pinterest account. You're going to scroll down and click here, create a free business account. And after you click that, they will ask you for your email and to create a password and your birth date and all of that. And then after that, you just click create account and you're done. I won't walk through the entire setup since it's quick and straightforward. But once it's done, then you can start using your Pinterest business account. Next, you're going to set up your profile to help Pinterest understand what your content is about. Taking a few minutes to set up your profile properly will save you so much time and confusion later. So here is my Pinterest account. And of course, I have everything filled out already, but I'll show you the process. So you're going to go to Edit Profile. And then here you're going to put your name in and just put the name of your blog or your real name or whatever you want to put in here. And I like to add a couple of keywords in the name because that will also help people find you. And then you're also going to go to your about section and you're going to put what your blog and your Pinterest account are about. And you're also going to put some keywords into that section. And then you're going to put your website in and your username, email address, and ask you a few other things to put into your account for your profile. But the most important thing is to remember to put keywords in your name if you can and in the about sections. So we'll go ahead also and walk through how to claim your website because that is also an important step in Pinterest and creating your business account. So once you're logged in like I am, you go up here to the top right hand corner and you click on Claim External Accounts. So here it lets you claim Instagram, and then websites is what you would claim for your blog, and Shopify and a couple of other things. So you would just claim your website at least to start out with. It's important because it builds trust with Pinterest and then it unlocks access to more detailed analytics, which we'll also go over in more detail later. So next, let's talk about boards. This is where Pinterest organizes your content. So you're going to create about 10 to 15 boards based on your blog's main topics. So for example, if your blog is about healthy living, you might create boards like easy healthy recipes, healthy snacks for kids, and holistic wellness tips. In each board, you're going to write keyword-rich descriptions explaining what kind of content that you will share there. This may not seem like a big step, but months from now, you'll really thank yourself because it helps Pinterest show your pins to the right audience. So to create a board, you're going to go onto your Pinterest account with all your pins, and then you're going to click Create here. And then after you click Create, it's going to give you the option to create a board. So you're going to click Board. And then this is where you'll put the board name. And then after you put the board name in, you will go to Create down at the bottom. And then it will ask you to create the board description, and then you're done. And that's all you do to create your boards. Oh, and a quick tip, I actually use my Pinterest AI prompts and planner bundle to come up with board titles and descriptions really fast. And I'll drop the link in the description if you want to use the same one too. So this is where the fun begins for me. Designing pins that make people want to click. I use Canva for all of my pins because it's easy and you can batch create designs fast. I design 8 to 10 pins for each blog post every week, sometimes for new posts and sometimes for older ones. That way, Pinterest keeps getting fresh content from me without me having to create something new every day. So on here on the screen, these are Pinterest templates on Canva. There are tons to choose from. So designing the 8 to 10 pins per blog post every week and batch scheduling. It's a shortcut that really helps keep Pinterest simple for me. And I really like systems that actually fit into real life. And once I figured this out, it turned Pinterest into something that I could just set and forget instead of babysitting daily. And if you want to make your pin design faster, you can grab my scroll stopping pin design checklist. It walks you through exactly how to create pins that actually get clicks, and I will link that below. So when you upload your pin, Pinterest needs to know what your pin is about. And that's where the title and description come in. So you want to use keywords that your audience is actually searching for, but make it sound natural, kind of like you're talking to a friend. So one of the easiest ways to find keywords is right inside Pinterest. So you're going to go up here to the search bar and just start typing a phrase like self-care I have here. And then you see some keywords underneath here that auto-populate. So these are some keywords that people are actually searching for in Pinterest right now and that you can use for your descriptions, your boards, your titles, and all of that. And then another thing you can do is once you type in your broad keyword like self-care, you can hit enter, and then it will bring up these little colored bubbles underneath to give you long tail keywords that are even better to use in your descriptions than all of that. So you can also use these words in the colored bubbles as well. So there are other ways to find keywords too, but this one is one of the simplest and most effective, especially when you are just starting out. But if you want to save time, I do have a done-for-you Pinterest keyword tracker that includes over 700 keywords, plus a tracker to keep up with the keywords that you've already used. And I will link that in the description if you want to grab it. So every pin should lead to a relevant blog post, not your homepage for your blog. It's the difference between random clicks and real readers to your blog. So here you see that I have the URL in this Pinterest scheduler, and I have my pins all set up here, and this URL is actually to my blog post and not just to the homepage of my website, and that's very important. So the next thing that you'll do and that we'll talk about is batching and scheduling your weekly pins. So instead of pinning every single day, I batch once a week like I mentioned before. I design all my pins and I upload 8 to 10 pins for each blog post in one sitting. And it keeps me consistent without having to feel tied to the computer all the time. And I use the free Pinterest native scheduler that you see here to schedule all my pins. I believe women deserve a simpler way to grow online income, and this is one of those simple steps that you can use. So Pinterest gives you free data that is gold. Every few weeks, look at your top pins. So these are my top pins from my Pinterest analytics. And see which designs and keywords perform the best, and then make more like those. So I've tested this multiple times and it works every single time. The pins that perform best are usually the ones that feel the most clear and clickable. Your outbound clicks and everything might seem small now, but consistency is what really builds growth that is steady over time. So now this is where everything starts to work together. Every pin leads to your blog, but your blog should also lead to your offers and your income streams. So for example, if you have a free guide like I have here, 15 things to do before you start pinning, and I'll leave the link to this actual freebie in the description if you'd like it, you can link that right inside your blog post like I have right here. Pinterest brings the readers to your blog post, and then your blog post turns those readers into email subscribers. And then from there, you can sell your products and services and all of that once they are email subscribers. So this is the same process I walk my clients through when we set up their Pinterest accounts. Once this connection is in place, your traffic doesn't just grow, it starts converting. So let's recap quickly. You're going to first set up your Pinterest business account, claim your website, create keyworded boards, design clickable pins, write clear titles and descriptions, link directly to blog posts, batch and upload weekly, track what's working, and finally connect Pinterest to your overall blog strategy. And if your goal is a softer, more sustainable way of building online income, this process is the foundation. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I'll leave the links to my free resources along with some other tools I created to make Pinterest easier for you. And if you'd like more hands-on support, you can also book a coaching session with me. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next tutorial. I'll see you in the next video.